All right, I think I am live. So I hope you all are doing good. So currently I am reading the psychology book, and it's all about I'm learning myself. And as long as I learning myself, I want you to also go through what I have learned in very simple terms. To be honest, I'm taking help from the internet so that it makes the learning very easy for me, and if it is easy for me, then I would be able to narrate you in the simplest manner as possible, right? So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Engineering Cubicle. Today, in this particular part 2 series of the psychology book narrative, we are diving into the fascinating history of psychology, and we will be exploring how this field has evolved, starting from its philosophical roots to the scientific study we know today. So, yeah, grab a snack, and let's get started. So, psychology did not just pop up overnight. It has deep roots in philosophy. Think back to ancient times, like Greece philosophers like Socrates and Plato. They ask big questions about the mind, behavior, and what it means to be human. They laid the groundwork for understanding consciousness and the self. So the scientific revolution came into picture. So fast forward to the 17th century now. During the scientific revolution, one key figure was Rene Descartes. He introduced the idea of dualism or duality. So he said the mind and the body are separate entity. This was groundbreaking. It made people start thinking about how much of our mind is shaped by physical factors versus our environment. Then the birth of modern psychology took place. So let's jump to year 1879, and this is a very big year because Wilhelm Wundt, he founded the very first lab dedicated to experiential psychology at Leipzig University in Germany. So he, along with some other scientists, focused on scientific methods to study the mind. Right. So, so the early influences and theories are in this way. Like in the US, William James is also called as father of psychology. So William James, father of psychology, took a more philosophical approach. Meanwhile, in Paris, Martin Charcot was using hypnosis to treat hysteria. So he paved the way for later theories about the unconsciousness, especially those by Sigmund Freud, which I also discussed in part 1. So he basically used hypnosis to treat hysteria. It's a mental disease, hysteria. And he actually paved the way for later theories about the unconsciousness. So, as we now move into the mid 20th century, psychology expanded even more. So, behaviorism and psychoanalysis gave way to cognitive psychology, which looked at mental processes like memory and perception. This was influenced by advancement in communication and computer science. Psychology became super diverse, right? Behavior psychology, social psychology, cognitive psychology, clinical psychology, a lot of things, right? So it covered everything from social interaction to childhood development. Fields like social psychology emerged, studying how our environment influences our thoughts and behaviors. So, like how external environment influences our thoughts and behaviors. So, one of the biggest debate in psychology is the nature versus nurture argument, right? So, are our traits more a product of our genetics or our environment, right? So, two things. So, our trait as a product is a gift by the genetics or is it by the environment? So, this question is still relevant today and fuels most of the research in psychology. And it's psychology is just not like an academic subject, right? It impacts our everyday lives, from how government shapes policies to how businesses market products, right? So businesses market products, how they influence the consumers. Psychology is everywhere, and its theories are often now part of common sense, but they can also challenge our beliefs. So that is their impact and influence. So in just a short span, psychology has transformed how we understand ourselves and each other. It's an exciting field that continues to evolve. It provides us with the insights into the human mind. If you enjoyed this journey through the history of psychology, then it's a earnest request that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon. And I will keep posting all the interesting content after this series. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Engineer and Cubicle. Thank you.